He said no team that has ever gone 0-3. It's only been like 3 teams in history have ever made the playoffs. So if we don't win tonight, there's pretty much no shot at us going to the playoffs. So it's a must-win game. I would like to make the playoffs. This person that you see on the screen said we would make the playoffs without an issue, and that shit does not look like it's gonna fucking happen, especially with the way the fucking Saints are playing. Like, what the fuck? And I didn't see any Bucks games. I saw the Saints game last night. Panthers, I mean, hey, at least we'll get third. We won't be last, I hope. But yeah, Marcus got any takes about what's about to happen against these Eagles and if we have a chance in the playoffs the way we've been playing?
Okay, so I was
Hold on, I can't hear you.
oh god, you can't hear me? Jesus.
Why can't I hear you?
Hello?
Am I
Hello?
connected to my car? My volume's all the way up.
Can you hear me?
What the hell?
Because I'm getting the green bars on the thing.
I'm not on Bluetooth. My volume's up. It says your mic is on. Oh yeah, we had technical difficulties.
Well, I can hear it on my end. I can hear it on the phone. So
Yeah, I can't hear nothing you're saying. Can you hear us on other things? Someone is in here. Can y'all hear Marcus? Okay.
All right. So I can hear myself on the YouTube stream. I pulled it up on my phone. I can hear myself, so I don't know what's going on between me and Gif here. But I will say I might have to. I'm thinking very hardly on my Falcons to win the NFC South pick. The Saints look like world beaters. They dog walked the Cowboys, who I think is a good team. The Buccaneers had a good win against the Lions. They look great too. Like the Lions are a contending team. The Falcons, I said it the last time I was on here. They cannot drop to 0-2 heading into Kansas City in the next week on the road. Like playing Kansas City when you're 0-2, looking at 0-3, your season is pretty much over. Like you can pretty much kiss the division out the window, and the playoffs are pretty much out of reach when you look at the standings, like the NFC. I mean, it's so early. I mean, the Falcons started 2-0 last year and completely fell apart. So this isn't last year's team, but a lot of these teams in the NFC are probably a little bit better. Like the Commanders are 1-1, the Cowboys are 1-1, the Bears are 1-1. The Cardinals, the 49ers are 1-1. Like going 0-2 and then facing the Chiefs looking at 0-3, that's a rough hole to dig out of, to say the least. So I agree with Giv. This is a must-win game for the Falcons, like no questions asked.
Yeah, we gotta win. I mean, the last few games, if I'm not mistaken, against the Eagles, we won most of them. If not, I want to say we won all of them, but I know for sure we've won most of those games when we played them specifically in here. I had everything, y'all. I left it upstairs trying to rush down here with this damn 30-minute lunch. I had like the fucking record and everything, but it's okay. It's all right. This is just real quick, okay? So hopefully we do beat them. They have the only good news, who's a beast, and that saddens me because he's on my fantasy team and he's out. But they do have Saquon, and we're not the best at run blocking, so we're about to see what happens on the ground game if our defense can hold up on the ground. Because I don't know, something about Hurts these last couple of years. He ain't been out here slinging that ball around like he used to. I don't know what's going on, but he just has not been on his A game like he usually is. But I lost my train of thought.
Well, I know me and Breeze kind of talked about this last week as far as what to what's going on with Kirk Cousins. I'm of the belief that Kirk Cousins isn't fully healthy, and that's why they didn't call any play action passes, and that's why he was never under center except to spike the ball. Breeze, on the other hand, thinks that it was because of the offensive coordinator's play calling. Like he's a first time play caller. He didn't call the plays in Los Angeles under Sean McVay for the Rams. So Breeze thinks that because he's a rookie offensive coordinator, he just decided that, you know what, Kirk Cousins, his strengths are being a play action quarterback and working from under center. So what I'm gonna do with my galaxy brain is do none of that and do the opposite. So I think tonight is we're really gonna see what the issue is. If it's an issue of play calling or if it's an issue of the play calling, the right plays not being called because of the lack of mobility from the quarterback. I think we're gonna see that tonight. If I was a betting man, I would bet the over on Bijan Robinson's touches and Tyler Allgeier's touches. Like I'm running the ball, I'm throwing screens, I'm throwing outlet passes. I'm just because if Kirk Cousins can't drive the ball down the field, just get it to your backs. Just get it to him in the flats and hope they can make a play. Get it to your tight end in the flats, run tight end screens, something like that. Because he Drake London, forget about it. Like he's unless you're in the red zone and you're on like the 10-yard line, you can forget about him. Like Kirk Cousins is not throwing deep. And if I'm the Eagles, I am pressing, I am playing man, and I'm probably gonna blitz you. I'm daring you to move in the pocket. I'm daring you to throw it deep. I'm daring you to hold the ball for longer than 2.5 seconds and make something happen because I don't think you can. And until you prove that you can, we're gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, not like, all right, let's just get into it. Fucking Kirk Cousins. First of all, everybody and their mama saw him play. Everybody and their mama saw him play. Everybody and their mama has seen that man can barely move. This whole last week, press conferences. Is Kirk healthy? Is Kirk healthy? Oh yeah, he's fully 100% healthy. We just wanted. I'm 100% healthy. Kirk himself over here talk about how he did. What's the name of the shit he was doing where he was just standing there? Not play action. What do they call it when he's just standing there like he was?
In the pistol? Like you're talking about formation wise, or
Yeah, pistol. I think it's
yeah,
pistol. He
yeah,
was
when the
just
running
like,
backs behind them.
yeah, he was like, oh, in 2013, I did that all the time. That was my game all the time in pistol. So if y'all go back to 2013, then y'all would see that that was my game. So this is something I'm used to. Da 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 da. And everybody, he's healthy. He's healthy. He's healthy. Are y'all trying to say that we are blind? Are y'all the government and saying that what's happening is not happening? Then they put out video talk about, oh look, here he is in practice and he's running, and here he is running and throwing at the same time.
Propaganda.
This
I'm
man ain't doing no fucking running. Like he is barely backwards walking quickly, and then that throw was not good. That ankle is not healthy unless they're just trying to go easy to make sure. But still, this is game time is not when you go easy to make sure during the regular season. That's what preseason is for.
I'm not gonna lie, that's some of the nastiest propaganda I've ever seen from a team that quickly. To put
Bro,
that to put those videos out that quickly, as far as like, okay, we saw what happened last week. We saw where the conversation was. All right, let's get him at practice. Hey, can you roll out for us one time? Can you do a play action pass for us in practice once? Like we got to get something to kind of calm the fans down. But here's the thing: practice speed and okay. Let me rewind.
mhm.
I am not an NFL player. I've
Uh-huh.
never played in the NFL. I didn't play football in college. I'm not a professional athlete whatsoever. But I do know that practice speed and game speed are not the same thing. Any old buddy, any like who what's that dude's name? From the he's on TV. Terry Bradshaw.
Uh-huh.
Terry Bradshaw can get under center right now, do a play action pass, and throw it in the flats. And he's 70 something. He could do that in practice. Can you do it in a game? Look what Allen Iverson said. We talking about practice,
Talking
not a
about
game, not a game. Practice. It's one thing to do a play action. It's one thing to do a play action pass when there's nobody defending you or nobody pressuring you. But when TJ Watt or Jalen Carter are on your backside pressuring you, it's different. It's not the same thing. And that I think that kind of confirms what I said about Kirk Cousins. Like the Falcon social media team and the front office knows that we know something ain't right with Kirk Cousins.
it's
That they
not
felt the need to put that video out there. They know it. They
correct.
know it. This is nasty business going on.
Horrible for $180 million, which is brings me back to my point. Now it's only week two. It's only week two. However, we see that we pay this man $180 million and he's not healthy. We could have gotten a much cheaper quarterback like Justin Fields or someone else. It doesn't have to be Justin Fields. Honestly, anybody for way cheaper. And then have Penix just sit for 2 years and then put him in. Like we could have did the same shit we did now for much, much less. And the propaganda is killing me. We all watched games yesterday and last night. Everybody watched another game. Kirk Cousins cannot do what that grown toddler can do. He cannot move like that grown toddler. Like, what's his name?
Well,
Murray from the
Kyler,
Cardinals?
Kyler Murray. Okay, to be fair,
He can't do it.
to be fair, Kirk Cousins has never been asked to do that. Kirk Cousins has never done that in script. Like
No,
there,
he's never
there,
been asked and
yeah,
never done it. But what I'm saying, that my point is, we pay this man $180 million, and he can that practice shit. He can't do it that fast. He can't do it fast. Like he can't scramble. He can't do anything. If they're coming down on this man, he is screwed. That ankle is turkey meat. He cannot back up really, really quickly at
well,
all.
my question would be, can he do what Aaron Rodgers is doing at the very least? Can you do that? Can you drop back? Can you get under center? Can you move around in the pocket a little bit? Throw it deep? Like, is Aaron Rodgers? Like, I didn't watch most of the game yesterday, most of the Jets game yesterday, but I watched Sunday night, and he threw the ball downfield. He moved around in the pocket a little bit. Like, he wasn't the old Aaron Rodgers that was, kind of running around, scrambling, doing all that other stuff, but he Kirk Cousins looked like a 40. Kirk Cousins looked like the oldest quarterback in the league compared to Aaron Rodgers, based on their play style. So
See, and I said this. I said this on the last episode. If y'all haven't watched it, go check it out. It's under the lives. I said it's on the last one. Kirk Cousins, and now there's nothing wrong with any of what I'm about to say. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Okay, Kirk Cousins went off doctors and prayer, right, on this off season. Aaron Rodgers went to Colombia and licked them frogs and stuff and got that voodoo juju medicine, you know what I'm saying, down there. And look at the difference. I'm just saying Kirk Cousins should have went and hung out with Aaron Rodgers this offseason because clearly one is working way more than the other.
it's a
There's
bad look.
something about that medicinal medicine in the jungles of Colombia, in Costa Rica, wherever you go to do that thing where you lick the frog and then you be hallucinating. He should have went and did that.
Yeah, he should have did something. He should have did something. Yeah, it's
This ain't it.
this season. Like I said, this season, the Falcon season could go downhill very quickly. If
Very
t-
quickly.
if tonight goes the way that I probably think it goes, as far as like Kirk Cousins not being all the way healthy, and you guys fall to 0-2, And then it's like, all right, well, now we got to go into the Chiefs
So,
down 0-2, and we can all assume that the Chiefs are a better team than the Falcons. At 0-3, all the whispers about, all right, well, do we look at Penix? Those whispers are going to start getting loud, and it's not a problem, but this is what happens when you play on prime time. This is the only game left of this week, of week 2. Everybody, it's one thing to play on Thursday night, because when you play on Thursday night, everybody gets their takes off like Thursday night, Friday morning, afternoonish. But then the rest of the day is about previewing the games on Sunday. And then Saturday, you got college football. Sunday, by the time Sunday rolls around, we don't forgot about what happened on Thursday. And then all day, all for the first half of Monday, we're going to be talking about the games that happened on Sunday. Towards the end of the day, right before game time, we'll start talking about this game. But tomorrow, if tomorrow is a bad game for the Falcons, or if it's a bad game for the Eagles, if it's a bad game for anybody, Tuesday, all day Tuesday is going to be, is it time for Michael Penix? And it's not going to be a local conversation. It's not just going to be a conversation for the Falcons fan base. It's going to be a question that all of a sudden Bengals fans are wondering, well, Kirk Cousins doesn't look good. Maybe they should put in Michael Penix. All of a sudden you have Titans fans thinking, I don't know, man, Kirk Cousins looks pretty bad out there. Maybe they should, but now it's a national conversation, and it's a conversation that's going to be had all day on Tuesday. It's all that's going to be happening. So
Tuesday, Wednesday, and a little bit into Thursday.
By half of the day through Wednesday, they'll probably have moved on. But at that point, now it's becoming a conversation. Now it's going to be the head coach has to answer questions about it. Like watch what happens. It's going to be a thing where I don't watch like Falcons post game shows, but I don't know if they like interview the players. If tonight goes poorly, the head coach or Kirk Cousins they're going to be asked about his health and his standing. How does your Achilles feel? Hey coach, how does Michael Penix look in practice? Have you given any thought about starting him instead, putting Kirk Cousins on the bench? Something. It's going to become a thing if Kirk Cousins looks bad again. It is, and that's it. It's nice to play on prime time when you know you got a good team, or at least you know you got a good quarterback. If you got you roll out Patrick Mahomes out there, you feel good. You roll out, Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, CJ Stroud. I want the world to see how great my quarterback is. When you got an old quarterback that's probably overpaid, coming off an Achilles, and he plays poorly in front of everybody. Sheesh. It's a bad day. Bad day. Nobody wants
to. It's looking real to be determined. Because again, that's what we saw in week 1. I ain't gonna hit the healthiest, but Zach Robinson, I know you're a first time play caller, my guy, but you got to make adjustments. You made no adjustments last week. It's like, okay, you're getting your feet wet, maybe a little nervous. Why nobody is in your ear telling you to make adjustments? Maybe they are, and you're not listening. But this ain't gonna fly. So hopefully you make adjustments.
What adjustments can be made? What is he supposed to do if his quarterback? If his quarterback can't throw the ball past 20 yards, what can he do? He's got to throw away half of the playbook.
He doesn't throw away half the playbook, but the man didn't even help. He didn't even double team Watt. And I know Watt.
I give you that. Yeah.
So it's that stuff. You gotta make adjustments, my guy. You gotta do something. But what can we do with the damn? What we pay this man $180 million? He's got to see it through, and that's the shitty part. The shittiest part about this is we paid him so much fucking money that we have to see the shit through.
Yeah. If you want some of the adjustments that can be made by the coach is, all right, well, we're gonna have a tight end stay in. We're gonna have a running back stay in. We're gonna mass protect, mass pass block. We're gonna leave as many people in the pass block as possible.
Yep.
And now it just leaves your receivers one-on-one with 2 safeties out there and linebackers playing in coverage. Now you got to rely on your quarterback to make a tight window throw, and he can't step into any passes. I don't know. If I'm the Philadelphia Eagles defensive coordinator, this is my get right. Like they won last week against the Packers, but if I'm the Eagles, I'm putting on a clinic tonight. I'm about to expose Kirk Cousins to the world. This is
Dog.
the day to do it. Like this
Man.
is if I'm the defensive coordinator for Philadelphia, this is the game film I'm going to show somebody to explain why I should be a head coach next year. This is my highlight reel. This is what this is going to be. If Kirk Cousins isn't healthy, like I don't think he is.
Right. I don't think he is either, but we're gonna see. Um, Probably gonna come back before the game. I'm gonna try to come back before the game tonight, but I am going to the gym. But definitely do halftime spaces slash YouTube live and be on spaces at the same time. I'll see how that shit works out. But what is your score prediction of tonight?
31-10, Philly.
God damn.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be close. I think Kirk Cousins is cooked. I think that man is cooked right now. And unless they go to the bullpen and bring out Michael Penix, is he quarterback too yet? Is that
Yeah,
a thing? He is?
pretty sure.
Okay.
I hope so.
Because he might not be. There's a possibility that he's quarterback 3.
For 22 million, he better be quarterback 2. Shit.
Yeah, I don't see the Falcons doing much of anything tonight. I think they're going to get blown out of the water. I think Kirk Cousins is going to look terrible. I think Bijan Robinson is going to get a lot of catches and runs. I think Tyler Algier is going to they're going to do the best they can, but the Eagles defense, I think the Eagles defense will at minimum force 2 turnovers.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just go the opposite just because our history against the Eagles and recently. I'm gonna go about 4. I can see 14-10, but have it be a close game or 15-10. Something around there. My math. Either way, they're gonna have 10 points, and we're gonna have a few more. That's my score prediction. Y'all drop y'all score prediction in the comments. I gotta run my ass back upstairs because I am not about to deal with this Secret Service and all this hoopla around here with someone coming here and ruining my day with traffic. So, thanks for tuning in, y'all. Catch us later tonight. Halftime specifically. Specifically halftime for sure. I'll try to get on before as well, but I do have to do some meal prepping. So I got shit to do tonight. Anyways, on that note, we's out. Like the video. Peace.